Thank you for joining us today. Justin, I must admit, we were all surprised by your resignation. You've been a valuable asset to the company for years. I would like to understand more about your decision and the concern you have raised. We don't want to lose you, but we also want to learn from this and address any issues that have led to your departure.
Thank you for giving me the space to explain. It's not an easy decision for me. When I first joined the company, I felt aligned with its missions and core values. The company stood for something: respect, growth, inclusivity, and genuine care for its employees. But over the years, I felt that these values have been slowly eroding, and I'm not alone in this. Many others are feeling the same way, especially when it comes to how women are treated and how the company views employee development.
We have already experienced whisper of dissatisfaction in some areas, but we haven't fully understood the scope of it. Could you elaborate a bit more on the specific change you have noticed? What exactly feels different now compared to when you first joined?
It started with little things such as the policies that are used to prioritize employee well-being, like flexible work hours, or the programs for professional development that were once tailored to help us grow within the company. Over time, those things have been minimalized, and it feels like the focus is more on short-term profits rather than long-term employee satisfaction. I also started noticing how women in the company, including myself, were often overlooked for promotions or opportunities. Male colleagues seem to advance much faster despite similar or less experience.
I have noticed that too. When I first started, there was a real sense of mentorship, especially among women. Senior female leaders used to encourage us, share their experience, and make sure that we were progressing. Now, I feel like that the mentorship is gone. It's almost like the company has shifted its focus away from the nurturing talent in favor of keeping the things efficient or stimulate. And efficiency shouldn't come at the cost of development, particularly for women.
I have concerns, but I have to admit I'm struggling to fully grasp the extent of the problem. As a department head, I've always prioritized performance and the results. We have places in place to promote equality, and I haven't seen anything of it that would suggest this systemic base at play. Could it be that the perception of equality is more personal rather than relative?
I get where you're coming from, but this isn't about individual perceptions. It's about a broader pattern. It's not just me or a few others. Many women in the company feel like they're being held back, whether it's in terms of promotions or being given the same opportunities to shine. The company's policies might say one thing, but the reality feels very different. And when leadership doesn't acknowledge that, it creates an environment where people feel like their concerns don't matter.
I think it's important that we take this concern seriously, even if we can't see them firsthand. We have conducted employee surveys in the past, but perhaps it's time to revisit them with a specific focus on these issues. How are employees, especially women, feeling about their growth opportunities, their treatment, and overall satisfactions?
Okay, I agree with the HR. We cannot ignore that employees are feeling the situation. Our mission and value should be more than just a word on a wall. If we have strayed from them, then it's on us as a leadership to steer the company back. Justin, I appreciate your honesty. It's painful to hear this, but it's necessary. We want to learn from it.
I appreciate that, but it's hard to take when you've been in the trenches for so long and see nothing change. The system feels broken, and I cannot ignore it anymore. And I cannot stay in a place where I feel like my growth isn't a priority anymore. There is also the issue of the company not listening to its people. When you feel invisible, it is hard to be motivated.
I agree with you. I have been trying to push for a closer chance for a while, but there was been enough interaction. I am not sure if it's because we are not vocal enough or because the leadership isn't listening as closely, not as closely as they should. I love the company, but it's hard to stay motivated when you feel like you are being left behind, especially when you see the others being given the opportunity that you were promised.
I've never looked at it from that angle. Maybe I've been too focused on the operation side of things to notice these issues. But handle all of this, I can't deny it. I do want to address it. But I need to better understand how I can help. What can we do differently?
I think the first step is making sure we are listening. Employee feedback needs to be a continuous process, not something we only pay attention to when someone rejects. We need to create a space where employees feel comfortable voicing concerns without fear of retaliation. If the company doesn't have this kind of open deliveries, we will continue to lose talent.
Yeah, we are hearing loud and clear that this is a systemic issue. It's not just about one person's experience, it's about the company culture as a whole. We need to take real action, and we will start by conducting a review of our diversity and inclusion practices, especially as it pertains to women. We will also look at the employee development is being handled and identify where we are falling short.
I'm not doing this because I want to hurt the company. I'm doing it because I can. But I cannot sit here and watch things go in the wrong direction. I hope these changes are implemented. But for me, I need to move on.
I think it is important to say that we are not just pointing fingers. We all want to see the company's success. We are here because we care. But without addressing the loss of consent, we risk losing the very things that made us want to join in the first place. I just want us to get back to that place of care, respect, and opportunity for everyone.
Absolutely, we need to create a company that not just focuses on the results, but also on the people who make those results happen. That starts with actions. Change needs to happen from the top down.
Agree. I hear all of you, and we are committed to change. Justin, your feedback will not be forgotten. Thank you. We will take immediate action to ensure that we do better by our employees, especially those who feel left behind. I understand that this might not change your decision, but I hope it will bring some comfort knowing we are taking this seriously.
Thank you for understanding. I truly hope it gets better here.
I work harder to make sure that doesn't happen again. Thank you for your honesty and dedication to making us better.
That's all of luck. I hope you find what you are looking for.
Let's keep the conversation open. We will follow up soon. But in the meantime, let's keep this concern on the agenda as we move forward.
This is a wake-up call. Let's use this to build a better company, one that truly honors its mission and people. Thank you, everyone.